moving, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want.
What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome to the first episode of the, well, obviously you've seen the intro to this series, the intro to this series. It is March to October, and it's with the Seattle Mariners. And of course, if you're not familiar with the March of October game mode here in MLB, this show, it's a fun way to play your franchise. If you want to play something quick and easy, and you don't have to play all the games, you don't do all the maintenance of running the team. And of course, you got four different categories. You got favorites, contenders, underdogs, and of course, long shots. And I've been wanting to do a series with, well, now, they used to be underdogs, but now they're more look like contenders, and that is the Seattle Mariners. And of course, I'm doing this series on off season, because normally I try to do it during season, but I get so busy doing other stuff, and especially now with two channels, I can't do it during this season. So I do it off season. So this is somewhere after the World Series that I'm doing this. Don't know when these videos will come out. I've already got the first couple of episodes already up, and I'm kind of working on more. I'm trying to have kind of all bundle all out at about the same time. So Seattle, as you see there, last year, their 2020 season, or 2022 season, I should say, they were 92-72, and a 2.30 average. The ERA 3.59, and they see overall 8th in Major League Baseball. So I decided to go ahead and go with them. I could have easily went with the Padres. I could have went with St. Louis. I've done a series with St. Louis before, actually on the main channel. But Seattle's just one of those teams I've always had a love affair with, ever since growing up watching King Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, of course, the very awesome and badass back then when he was awesome and badass, and that's Alex Rodriguez. Obviously we play quick games here. We usually start late in the game. There's also player lock. You play either the computer will have you play a player lock of a position player or a pitcher or some sort, whoever's doing good or whoever's doing poorly in the season, and you just kind of just chronicle that in this. And that's what this series is about. So there you see our players. There you see our top guys there. Projections for this upcoming season. Of course, Julio Rodriguez is our biggest name there. Of course, Suarez as well with the most home runs. But Julio is going to be a guy that we're going to be really trying to build this franchise with. And now what they added now with the new, you can actually do the draft. And there's so many other things you can just, same thing you do in the franchise mode, you can do also in March, October, but just in a condensed form. So I don't know how many episodes this is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be a one-off series because you can play multiple seasons now in this. So it just depends on how I can get these out. And of course, most importantly, if you guys are enjoying them. So we're going to go ahead and get into the 6th inning here. And remember, usually games start usually late. We can easily drop in the bottom of the 9th or whatever, just depending on what the scenario is. These are all pretty much, it's just scenario play. As you see here, the player here, Rosario, trying to get on board there, and he's trying to bunt there, and now he's 1-1. So Castillo here, he's our reliever, one of our relievers here, and of course, you seen him in the video there, and of course, if you know about Seattle, he's probably one of their best relievers there right now, and of course, he's a guy that we're going to try to do our best here with, try to get to know the team and whatnot. I honestly, I can't even tell you who, besides Julio and Suarez. I remember watching the Seattle Mariners when they had Griffey, Edgar Martinez. And yes, I'm old, so I know a lot of those guys from that era and stuff like that. But you see, our job is try to get Seattle to October, try to get to the playoffs. And then eventually, hopefully, to win a World Series to Seattle. As we see here, we get the first strikeout here in the inning. So we'll get to the next batter here. This is Miles Straw, 0 for 1, and we'll see what Straw can do. We're definitely just like jumping into this first episode here today. No introduction in it. Maybe in a future episode here, we'll have a little quick introduction of the team and players. So I know some of them. I've done a little research on this team, but like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a one-off series or if it's going to be we're going to do it until we get to the playoffs or get to a World Series. But it's a fun way, just doing something different with a series. And I've never done a series. I've been wanting to do this series for like the last 2 or 3 years now. In the last 2 or 3 MLB's the show games, but just hadn't had the time to sit down and actually get into it. I haven't been playing a baseball game for a long time now, except for mainly just doing road to shows, which you guys can find here on the channel. There's 2 of them here on this channel alone that I post up quite frequently. One is Alex Humberto, and of course there is Deshaun King, the younger brother of DeMarcus King, which and then of course DeMarcus, and I have one of myself actually on the main channel. You guys can definitely go check out. I'll leave the links down below in the description. That's going to be a foul ball. Ty France also plays here for Seattle as well. So we got some pretty good names on this team, and like I said, they're a young team. They're not household names, but we're going to try to see if we can make them household names. And see a pitch here, and Pollock there, he's going to have to go grab that one out the left. So a nice inning here as we get a quick 1, 2, 3. There you see we're going to go start with our last 2 of the order, and then of course restart the order there with Colton Wong. Of course, I've played with Colton Wong in my St. Louis series that I had there for a while there on the main channel. As Cal, big whiff there as Shane Beaver takes him out for a ride, saying, you're staying home there, buddy, as he gets a strikeout there. Nice job. Of course, this is going to be, some of these games will be quick cut scenes, depending on when we're coming in the game. We're coming in late like we are in this one. I'm going to try to do highlights as that one gets dropped in there. Nice hit there from Tommy as he gets on board with 1 away. But if we're, doing like a road show kind of like, then the cuts will show longer. We'll show more of the at bats like I do in road show, and talk about more about that player or what's going on with the team as a whole. So there's going to be some different variations of how we are going to cover this team, and of course the players as well. Of course, there's some player boost where we have to, which those are kind of like the road show episodes where we have to play up as a particular one of the guys here on the team, one of the position players or pitchers, and just try to do well for them in the game. Pitch the whole game or pitch so many innings until we get pulled, and that's how we can get boost for our guys and also for our team, and that's how we can build up momentum to be on winning streaks. As we'll see, top of the 7th now. So Shane Bieber did a great job there, getting a quick 1-2-3. As Luis Castillo trying to do the same here, as he has 2 away. 0-1 count. That's going to be a check swing there, and they're going to say he went around for now, making it 0-2. So now 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to get right in there, no problem. As we get the strikeout and we end the inning. As there's no score here, Seattle right now leading in hits right now. I have 3 hits. Trying to look for that one hit. At least that one hit that can turn to a run here. As we go to the bottom of the half of the 7th, Ty France will be up here, and of course he's our first baseman. As he has a 1-2 day here. Oh, hits this one out to left, but that is not going to stay fair at all. As opening day here, at least in this first episode. Of course, we play. I don't know how many we can. I don't know the sitting. The sitting is kind of weird to me because you can go from one day to the next, or you can play. You can fast forward a week or 2. It just depends on the sim and how well you're doing, how well you're playing, or how poor you're playing. As that is gonna be a strikeout there with Julio. I'm sorry, Julio. I didn't mean to do that to you there. As Rodriguez takes that one. Goes after that high pitch inside, and couldn't turn on that one at all. Enough to save his life. Hernandez is up next here, 0-2. Shane Bieber has given up at least one hit here. And that's a 4-seam fastball in the dirt, and that is going to retire Hernandez. That's strikeout number 9 now for Shane Bieber. And of course, Bieber, one of the top pitchers there. Who had a good year there, especially the year they went to the World Series. Unfortunately, came up short, getting beat by the Cubbies there back in 2016. Still with this Cleveland squad, and he will of course get himself out of the inning there with that ground ball. So Shane Bieber give up one hit, still no score here after 7. As now we jump to the top half of the 8th. So now, let's see what the Guardians can try to do here. As, of course, Luis playing a little mind games here, trying to take his time here. 1-1 count. That one's going to get drilled as Crawford trying to get to that one. Shortstop could not get to it, and that's going to be a lead to a base hit to start off the 8th inning here for Cleveland. As Cleveland now trying to get something going. Oscar Gonzalez is up next here. 1-for-2 for the day for him. 0-2 count here for him. He swings and misses. And he is going to go back on sitting on the pine there in the dugout. 13 strikeout here for Luis. Let's take a look at the replay. And that one right there, right in the money. Right in the sweet spot there. And he just, swings there. And misses. Full count now here for Josh Bell. Of course, Bell, longtime Pirate now with Cleveland, and he pops this one up there right down the middle, and he can't keep that one fair, and that's going to be a foul ball. Full count. Still going against Bell. Bell not having a good day today here. 0-2. He's going to be going 0-3 here as he's struggling, and that's going to be a foul ball off to the right hand or left hand side there. Still full count. Still looks like he's going to try to go here. Inside, that one's going to get picked up by Suarez, and Suarez gets a nice steal. Nice snag there from him. That's 2 away. Keeping that runner at first base. Trying to keep him at bay here. And of course, if you play this mode, sometimes it can get a real repetitive because you're usually always stuck. You know, they usually have you having a ball game like this where it's like 0-0, and the only way you can win is going to extra innings, and it gets kind of ridiculous there. But you know, it happens, so we'll deal with it. But we get out of the inning there as Colton Wong gets the pop up there at second. That retires a side for Cleveland. As we'll go to the bottom half of the eighth and see what Seattle can do here in the Emerald City. So Seattle up to bat here. We got Suarez. Suarez going to hit this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Good base hit there. That's the way to start off the inning with nobody out. Of course, Shane Bieber's still out there. As he's thrown, should be getting close to almost, he's getting close to 100 pitches here. He's somewhere around that 90 mark, 91, 92. Cal up to bat next here, and he will get that, no, he will not get that slider there. 0-1. Cal has a power rating of 94. So if he can get a hold of something here, find a hole, we can bring home that run. We can get out of here and win this one and bring in our closer. Cal here trying to get this one there, but he fouls it off. That four-seamer there, they're really sticking him pretty good there inside and low. Shane Bieber. Oh, gets some there to go after that slider inside. And that's now one away as he gets his 10th strikeout here in today's ball game. And of course, another thing too is sometimes there's milestones that we have to get to for certain players and try to achieve that. And that's another cool way too to kind of a little thing you can kind of talk about in these kind of episodes here, where maybe a guy's getting his 1,000th hit or something, or whatever the case may be. And you do that, you get extra momentum, you get extra boost to your guys, players and stuff like that. So. As I said, March to October is a real fun series, real fun mode. As a series, I haven't seen too many of them on YouTube. I could be wrong. There could be some out there, people making content like this. But I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I've been wanting to try to do like one-off series, like like we do Seattle, then I can go back and play as a underdog team, like Kansas City or something like that. Just a one-off series, play one season. And try to see if we can get them, at least to the postseason, and go from there. But now we can play multiple seasons, so we can really do something really fun with this as well. So that ends the inning as no one comes across. We leave one stranded. So now Miles Straw starting off here to lead off for the Guardians. I can't believe I almost called them their old team. But the Guardians ground out there as. Jimenez up to bat next. Let's see what he can do. 2-1 count. Top of the ninth, one out. Grounds this one there to Suarez. Suarez going to pick it up, throw it down the first base line, and that's going to be a nice throw out there on him. As that's going to now put two away. Looking to try to get out of this ninth inning pretty quickly here. So far, it's going pretty good here for Luis. As that's going to be a strikeout there. 4-seam fastball, high and away. Now we're fired up here. Come on. Ninth inning. Bottom of the ninth here. Francis, Rodriguez, and Hernandez. Heart of the order coming up. Let's see what we can do. Bottom of the ninth here. They're going to bring out Eli Morgan. 50 games he was in last year. 5-3 for the season. He had 10 holds. 66 and 2/3 of the innings of work for him. Let's see if we can ruin his day and ruin his chances to be a hero. As we'll have to see if we can get Ty Francis to do something here for us. 0-1 count here for him as we jump in here. And we'll see that one in there for a base hit. So nice job there as Ty leads off the inning here with a base hit. The crowd trying to get behind this Mariners team. Let's see if what Rodriguez can do. He's 0 for 3, having a tough day here. Of course, that nasty strikeout that I again did to him. I'm sorry. As he strikes out again. So now, one out, one on. Hernandez up next here. Looking for a chance for a pitch there, and again, high fastball. I'm getting too gullible. I'm getting too giddy for those. So now, 0-2 count. Here Hernandez here finds a pitch. This one gets right in our wheelhouse there, but just not enough to get around and to at least go over the fence. And not really what I was trying to do, but just trying to find a gap out there somewhere where we can push the ball and get this lead. Let's get this runner at first home. So now AJ's up next here, 0-2 for him. Let's see what we can do. That ball's going to be hit there to the first baseman. First baseman boggles it, but he's going to get to it, and that's going to be an easy out. No problem there for the Mariners. We're playing some extra baseball here. Fans at T-Mobile Park is going to get some free baseball as we get down to the 10th inning. So now Jose Ramirez up, and of course we're going to change our pitchers here as Diego Castillo going to come out. We'll see what he can do. As, of course, trying to get familiar with some of these pitchers here. As you see, this one popped out there. That's out to shallow center field here. Rodriguez has no problem getting to it. This is his zone. His no-fly zone, I think they call it out there. He'll throw it in, and that'll be keeping that. Remember that there's a runner at second base in the extra innings, so we got to make sure we keep him there. 0-2 count here for the fourth batter for Cleveland, as he will take a seat and he will strike out. That is out number 2 here. Looking for one more here. And we get out here out of the top of the 10th and try to get back to batting here at the bottom of the 10th and win this one. 1-2 count here for Josh Nero. He will chop it, and that will be a foul ball, making it now still 1-2. 1 for 3 for the batter here today. Runner at second. Trying to see when he can take off. This one's going to get popped up over to left field, but it's going to be a foul ball. Pitcher doing a good job here. He's working the ball back inside and outside of the zone, and that one's going to be a slider outside. Slides right in near that plate, edge of that plate there. Nice job as he gets in there, no problem. Into the top of the 10th. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. Try to wrap this up in a nice little bow and get out of here. 1 for 3 so far here for Suarez as he singled earlier in today's game. So now Suarez has a runner on second here. Base hit could score the runner. There you see the Guardians bullpen there. They're trying to get a couple guys warmed up. Bottom of the 10th. Runner at second, base hit here, and it's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count here for Suarez. Suarez going to protect himself here. This is that bat. I should have went after that one there. He knew it. He knew he should have went after that one there. Strikeout number 1 of the inning. Cal's up next. He struck out earlier. 0 for 3. And we'll try to see if the big man here can do something here. He's going to take the first pitch. That four-seamer outside, high in the zone there. 1-0. Takes that pitch. The slider outside. It's in the zone barely. And it's now 1-1. Next pitch here. He's going to hit this, lift this one over to left field. This is not going to be any good for anybody, as the runner at second is going to have to remain at second. Can't tag up, and it's going to be now 2 out away. Tommy's up next here, 2 for 3. He had 2 singles already here today. Another single here would definitely score that runner from second. Let's see if we can do so. As we, of course, expect to see if the win is on our side. As Tommy pops this one up, and that's going to be near our dugout. 0-1. Next pitch here, up the middle here. That's going to be a base hit. Runner from second should come around to home to score, and that is going to be the winner there. Nice job as Seattle is able to pull off the win here and win opening day in front of the fans here at T-Mobile Park. Look at him. I love it. I love the celebrations here in this game as we win opening day here in March to October. hopefully that's more wins. Hopefully that's many more wins we'll see here as we're trying to get ourselves to the playoffs and eventually to the World Series. It's going to be a big undertaking, but I think we can do it. Mariners win this one 1-0. Yeah, I know. I've been playing too much soccer as late. 1-0 here in this one here today as we wrap up the first episode of March to October with the Seattle Mariners. Now you see our game results, and that's going to help. Those little flames there are going to build up some momentum for us as we play. Remember, we play a lot of key moments throughout the season, and you build up those, and that's how you get your team momentum. And of course, you can also have your team momentum go the other way. You can get the little snowflakes as well. You don't want those. Take a look here. That's some of our remaining budget we have for scouting. I don't really have a budget to buy or at least purchase anybody, so we're just going to deal with these guys here. Pretty much all of them can find position players. We do need pitchers, but maybe next season, if we decide to play season 2, we can look at that. But also too, we're going to be looking at trades, because you can do trades in this as well. You can also, I didn't show it in here, but you can also set up 3 players that you want to get rid of or you want to trade. And of course they do alert you with alerts about players. There you see the new scouting system they have in here as well. So we'll be looking at that. I won't bother you guys with that per se, because that takes way too much time to try and explain scouting wise. So when we get to the scouting episode, when we get close to the MLB draft and stuff like that, we'll have an episode about that by itself. Same thing I do in my major league series there on the main channel with the Boston Red Sox. I'll do a lot more explain about that and more in depth when we get close to those episodes there. So I'm not going to bother about draft. I am going to scout, but I'm not going to worry about talking about scouting just yet until we get close, until we get some more, especially if we get guys that we can actually scout. Of course, position needs. I think our main position needs right now is shortstop, second, and first base. We do need pitchers. We need pitchers as well, but I think position players right now are key, because usually you can find some pretty decent pitchers out there, as well as trades and all that kind of stuff there. And I don't know what our farm system looks like, because I haven't seen who our pitchers are there anyway right now. So once I learn who those guys are and whatnot, then I can have a better idea of what we need to do. But that's it for this first episode. I know it was quick, it was fast, but nonetheless, I'm sure future episodes will be a lot more slower. We'll deep dive a lot more, and we'll talk more about a lot of the players and the ideas of what I want to try to do for this team to get them better. But yeah, that's it for today's episode of March to October, the first episode of all things here today. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on the channel. I'm not for sure what days this series will come out. Like I said, I'm working ahead. I've already worked on. I got a lot of these already in a can right now, so I'm working ahead pretty quick. So I don't know which days they're gonna come out, but stay tuned to the channel. Like I said, I'm doing this this is December. So it won't be until probably January, until February when you guys actually see this. So yeah, I know, but I'll try to figure that all out coming up here at some point here. I'll leave a message out there or something about the series and whatnot. Hopefully I won't forget, but never know. But anyway, when we come back in the episode 2, we'll be playing at home. Looks like we'll be taking on the Angels, who are currently 2-2. They're just a game back behind the Astros. Astros right now 4-2. We're just a half a game behind them, and so it's gonna be really interesting how especially this division with the Astros former champs. So that's it for me. As always, again, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. If you guys want more baseball content, there's links down below in the description for other Roadshow series as well as franchises, not just from this channel, but on this main channel over on ESGNet. And yeah, that's it. As always, guys, stay warm, stay safe, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.